Hey folks, how are you? Joe here. It's been a minute. I'm out in the bush with Wolfie. We have a small backpack on. We're gonna do an overnight with minimal gear.
Hey bud.
And it's snowing. Oh, this is cool. I'm gonna use this rock wall to camp against. We're gonna have our fire against it and use it for warmth. Because I have such minimal gear, I don't have all the amenities that I normally would, such as like a sleeping pad or a decent sleeping bag. So we're gonna have to use natural materials, build up a good shelter, but it is coming down quite a bit. I gotta find Wolfie and get his backpack off. Good boy. Good dog, eh? That's my good boy. Packing on the pounds this winter, Wolfie. Packing on the pounds. Gotta go on a canoe trip and burn it off, eh? Alright, go on. Okay, this stuff can stay here nice and dry while I look around for the exact spot I want to camp. There's a lot of resources, so that's good. Done? I think I found the exact spot I want to camp at. It's gonna take some doing to get it ready, but that's cool. We'll get working right now. I don't have a saw. We all axe work. Wolfie! I rehandled that myself. This axe mask I took off of another axe. Wolfie, here! Here! Come! Yes! Hi, buddy boy! I had this as an old crappy axe at home for a long time, just on a little tiny handle, and I decided to rehandle it. I think it worked out good. I haven't used it yet. This will be its virgin cut since I sharpened it and everything. So we're gonna do a lean-to. We're probably gonna lean some logs up against the rocks, to be honest with you. We'll see how it goes. Now it's not too cold right now, about -2 or so. All right. So far, so good with that axe. Ooh, job for the gloves, I think. Gloves full of snow. Such a weird winter, man. Normally this would all be buried. Too bad I don't need a fire pit. Okay, I think we're gonna camp right here. It's a little uneven, but I can even it out with boughs because I have to get a bunch of boughs anyways. Good thing is, like I said, not too much snow this year, so I don't have to really worry about digging it out. Kind of just pack it down or kick it to the side if it's in the way. So, like stuff like that, man, that would have been buried at least 3 feet underground. Anyways, I want to make a bed. Actually, let's get our shelter poles first so we can kind of get a little secure area out of the snow here. I used cedar wedge, and this pink color is just what I used to treat the handle. It'll go away. Nice plum style, rounded. Just gonna look for a smooth-ish wrist size piece, maybe like this. So, I lean them up against the rock wall, that might work. I'm gonna have to cut this to size. I gotta watch out for these trees behind me, because if the tarp comes, we can't have the tarp be impeded by these trees. These impeding trees. Okay, let's see. Something like that. Okay. Well, let's try that. See what it looks like. I'll show you what I have here soon, but for now I gotta grab my tarp. Alrighty. This is the Wildland Scout Pack that I did in collaboration with Why Not, the company, like so very long ago. Alright, early on in my YouTube channel. So we got this small, that's not it, at the bottom. Well, that's two of the things I have anyways, a ground sheet and a tarp. I got a potato, a steak, some warmth, and that's about it. By warmth I mean a puffy jacket. Okay, small tarp, small ground sheet. Let's get these scored away. I think it's a 5x7 or 6x8, this thing. 6x8 probably. Alright. Probably tie a cross piece ridge pole here, I think. Yeah. Get that all tied off. Maybe even on the back too. Alright. The good thing is I can use a piece of this other tree I cut down. Okay. Axe is working pretty good. Don't hate it at all. Okay, something like that. Something like that. All right, we're gonna do a jam knot on here.
Nice and quick and easy. Of the Canadian variety. Loose. Now it does matter what way you run this through here. And I'd be lying if I said I remembered what way it's supposed to go. But if it doesn't work, you just do it the other way. And then it'll work. Or there's also the old faithful wraps. You know? A lot of you are saying no. I don't know. Some of you are saying yes. I do. I do know. I know them. Look at that. Rudimentary as I'll get out. As all get out even. As ever. Yeah, this is the wrong way. Okay. Coming along, coming along. I can't get this taut the traditional way, but I do have an idea on how to tighten it up. I'm going to have a little bit of a wing on the side, which is never a bad thing for wind and or extra, you know, cool looks. So we'll put that there, and I'm hoping to anchor it inside this rock wall somehow. Hey, buddy. All right, sweet. What do you think? I'm not done setting up my shelter. I've still got to get some heavy-duty pegs made to hold it down. I have no real spot to work on, and I'm worried about chopping into the ground because of all the rocks around underneath the snow. I just did this axe up, so I see this, and it looks mighty topply. Could potentially use it for something other than firewood because it's a balsam fir. I could use it for firewood, but could also use it as a chopping block. So, and I'm gonna get it out of the way of potentially coming down on me in the nighttime. All these other trees are live, so let's get rid of it. So balsams kind of have a tendency to go a bit punky. That's why they're not great for firewood, but they still work sometimes. It's actually pretty dry. There we have it. I broke my axe. Okay. Well, I did something wrong then, obviously. Huh? Son of a gun. Alright, so there's a couple good pieces on here I can use for hooks and pegs. So if I take it here and here, I can push that in and it won't come out. I'll just use this side anyway. Make them big and sturdy and long in the winter time like this, because even though there's not a lot of snow, most likely the ground is not going to be easy to pound into. So you got one there, got this one again. There, so that'll be the top. And we cut it there and there. Cut the knob off. Sharpen her quick. We got two done. Let's go see how these work. Put one in the middle first. That's as far as it's gonna go. Far out, bro. See if tree is still in the way too. Well, that was not difficult at all, but now with this knob into the ground, I know that it's locked in. I don't have to worry about nothing. So. Okay, getting nice and tight. Well, I really went and did it now. I thought I could salvage it, pound it back in. But no go. So both sides broke out. I don't know. I didn't have it set down far enough, I guess. Anyways, this is what it is now. And this is what we are dealing with now. So, at least I have this. There's a lot of firewood. Wish I had a saw. And there's a lot of firewood around that's readily available for me to just break. So I think everything is going to be okay. Bummer, but it is what it is. Could be worse. And learning a lesson as well. So broken axe, man. Okay. Yeehaw. By bringing this down tighter to the ground, I won't have to step over it. It won't be so awkward. I will still have to step over it. I won't have to go under it though. That's the point. That's the ticket, Joe. Okay. Home sweet home. This is gonna be toasty in here, man. We got a good one big step away from the fire here. Yeah, Wolfie probably won't even come in here with me, but speaking of which, we need to go find that dog. It's been half an hour at least. All right, take a break for shelter building for a minute. We're gonna go find Wolfie. I get a drink of water here too, actually. All right. Oh, for me, there we go. Okay, I gotta start to find some boughs and get firewood. We're in this hardwood stand, so getting firewood's going to be easy, but getting boughs. Sorry about that, battery died, but I'm gonna have to get creative on getting boughs into here. I might have to climb up this rock and throw some down. fast. Well, they're slim pickings, that's for sure. I got 3 decent bundles, but I need more. The good thing is the snow is not wet, it's not sticking to it, kind of just falling off. So that's good, because I don't want to sleep in wetness. I grew out of that. And there's room for Wolf if he wants in. Hi, good boy. He's like, I know you got that kielbasa. I know you got that kielbasa in your pocket. Well, that's not what I meant. I actually do have kielbasa in my pocket. Pocket kielbasa, we'll call it. All right, watch out. Go get more to weave in because I know that this is not enough. Which is a bummer because it's enough work gathering them, and then but I gotta transport them back here. You know, you carry arm loads back here. Anyways, no big deal. It was sketchy getting in here with my truck. I drove in for, I don't know, 40 minutes, half hour off the main road, and then but I just didn't want to drive any farther. Anyways, it wasn't so bad because there wasn't much snow, but I'm hoping on the way out, because of all this snow coming down, it doesn't get treacherous, you know? We gotta come this way some. Got to take a little water break here, so I figure maybe this is a good time to show you guys what I have in my pack. Nothing for you. Okay, anyways, I've got my ground sheet over there. I'm going to grab it. This is a decent ground sheet, canvas on one side, wool on the other, like I said. And then I've got my wool blanket attached to the bottom. I'm using Canadian jams to attach that. Comes on and off relatively easily. I do have straps for this, but I didn't know where they were. Anyways, wool blanket, Old Faithful. This is an Italian wool blanket I've had forever. Again, this is the Why Not Wildland Scout Pack. My design. Possibles. Puffy. This is my warmth. I've got a potato with a bunch of eyes, some butter, some seasoning, and out of my backpack over there is a steak I got on the way here. That's over by Wolfie's backpack there. I've got my headlamp. Nope, that's my head mount for my GoPro. Got my GoPro. I've got a tiny sleeping bag. This is more of a sleeping bag liner. This is gonna go inside my wool blanket. I don't have a lot of room, and that's how much warmth is important to me. I'll have the fire, but for some reason, like my axe broke. What if I didn't have all this firewood? I'd need to huddle and keep warm. So this is gonna go inside the wool blanket, but the fire is gonna be the main keeper of the warmth for me. Bigger possibles pouch. I got socks, long johns, got a little ground sheet in case I needed to sit or do any work off the snow. And what else? So that's it for that compartment. In here I've got TP, protein powder, protein bar, stick, protein bar, and in the side I've got my Nalgene with my cup, titanium cup to cook with. I got some oatmeal and some tea. And I believe that is everything. Yeah, that's everything. So I still had another pouch here that I could have used, but I didn't need it. So anyways, my axe was attached to this. I also had my tarp and a bag of paracord inside here. I believe that was all. Wolfie has a couple snacks and his food in his backpack, and he also has another water bottle for me. There is some open water I saw down at the creek, so if we need it, we can go get some. But we'll be boiling. No filter. Okay, I'm gonna get camp squared away a little bit here. I'm not gonna take my sleeping bag out of its case just yet, but I am gonna let it loft up inside there some. So tips for looking for dead standing wood in the winter when everything is leafless. Basically the bark and or twigs, like you can see sometimes that the bark looks really dry or it's missing a little flake, like here. This is a telltale sign. You can actually see wood. Also, if they're leaning or in a clump of maple, a lot of times there will be a dead standing one in the middle of it for some reason. So it stops the fire from spreading any farther that way. There are some leaves along here, but underneath it I can see it's like ice, so I'm not too worried about it. Once those leaves burn out of here, I'll put another big rock on that side, stop it. We'll have a long fire. Shall be good. So it's not bare leaves right on it. Not that it really matters. Okay, well, that one's not coming up. I'll find another rock. Boy, there you go, boy. Everything's pretty snowy. That's all right. I collected some birch bark earlier when I was walking around. I was able to find some really nice ribbony stuff, so we'll get that going. And you want to build a little bit of a platform underneath so that you don't have, so you're not really putting your fire directly on the snow. So I got my bigger pieces here that I'll use some for the ground, some on top. We're almost ready to get this going. I'm gonna grab a couple more small pieces. Just gonna use a lighter this time. Sometimes it's good to flip your bundle upside down so the whole thing gets caught. Oh, the glow already in here. It's not even dark yet. Nice. Something like this, or it just sticks into the ground a little bit. There we go. Okay. I'll go get some more water after before it gets too dark. You tired? Oh, I'm freezing. It's not a good sign. I've got to get a ton more firewood. Oh, I have long johns. I have long john. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to put the long johns on, so I don't think I'm wet at all. Ah, that made me happy. Oh, I also have a space blanket that I can rig up to if I need to. I might do that. I might even wrap it around me, who knows. Wolfie found a nice spot over here where there's no snow, right next to the cave, or right next to the cliff wall. I already drank a lot of that tea. I'm just reheating this one, and we're gonna go out and get firewood and boughs. Yeah. Okay, that's got to be it for wood. Whew. All the fire has melted. The fire's melted all the snow off the tarp. There, that'll go.
It's a good dog.
Whoa! Come on.
Good dog.
Well, I've got a steak to cook, like I said today, but in sticking with the minimal stuff and not having everything I normally do, I don't have any way to cook it. So I figured that I would just stick it on a stick, skewer it on a stick, and do it that way. Should work fine. Got some seasoning. Gave Wolfie food, but I got enough steak to give him some as well. And I might need a couple little things to butterfly it open. We'll see. Maybe you can use one of these. Shall see.
Those.
Pinokian Hills. It's the place to get your meats. Pinokian Hills, the place to get your meats. Alright. These are called picanha coulette steak. Coulette. Smells like meat. Alright. Some seasoning on here before we try and do the old twist method. The guy when I was buying it told me, South America? Where is it? South Africa? I'm sorry, I don't remember properly, but they twist it apparently. Because I was like, I just want to put it on a stick. Like, what's a good texture one? He said, they twist this one and put it on a stick over the fire. So we're going to try that. Twist. What does the twist do, though? Boy! Okay. But that's not... It's kind of twisted. We have another one to try it with, too. So, I'm going to put a little butterfly in here. Alright. One's done. Ooh, that's plenty hot. That'll cook. Alright. I'll whip up the other one. See how that one goes. Okay. That's stretched out a little bit better on there. Let's see how that one goes. It's time to put on my puffy and my long johns and chilling down pretty quick, not moving around. And while I'm cooking here, the fire is not roaring, so I'll layer up for now, and that'll help. That one is ready to be eaten, right off the stick. Uh-oh, a little moocher. A little mooch action, eh? Okay. That's super tender, man. It looks overdone. So that's good. Oh yeah. That's really good.
That's perfect. What's up, Wolf? Good boy. Don't worry, I got more for you. Second steak. Just as good as the first. My potato looks like a lump of coal. I'm trying to keep it out of the flames now. But I'll throw some more firewood on because I'm getting chilled again. So I moved it out to the side. Wolfie's in here with me right now. So you can see that he's fine to be here next to the fire as long as there's food. So he should be fine to be here next to the fire for warmth as well if he needs it. That's my thought anyway. There's plenty of room for him on there and under there with me, or just next to here. Got Wolfie to come cuddle me over here, get off the snow for a bit. So that's good. Supper was real good. That potato is just long buried in there. I forgot about it and I kept adding wood, so we're calling it a lost potato. Lost axe and lost potato on this trip, but that's all right. Nice and warm now. Oh, I got the Mylar blanket above just to stop any more snow from coming down in front of me and to try to hoop the heat in here. And it's doing well. The rock face back there is acting like a chimney rock to draw all the smoke directly upwards. So that's nice. It's good for Wolfie too, because I'm sure that's part of the reason he doesn't like the fire. But he's doing good. He's here on his own will. He's not tied up, so good boy. Hey, my good boy. He's KO'd, I think. But I got a lot of big pieces on right now, burning them in half. Just trying to stay warm. I'm gonna go to bed soon, wrap up here, and just listen to my book on tape. I'm gonna try to make room for Wolfie on this thing. I might open it up a bit more. That was just me. That was just me, buddy. Oh, you're warm. The heat coming off of this guy is insane. There's little coat. Little big guy in a little coat. It's growing real nice now into a nice big long fire. A proper long fire. Super nice out by the fire here. Nice and warm. Comfortable. It's still snowing a bit. Freaking Wolfie's KO'd like you guys can see. It's nice to be back out, man. It's nice to be back out. This feels good. I'm happy that everything turned out well. I didn't know that I was going to get this big rock face out here. I'm glad I did, because it turned out really nice. And lots of good firewood and stuff, so bonus, bonus, bonus. I'm going to get ready to go to bed here soon. One. Two. At least I won't have to put my boots on.
from the fire again. Back to bed after that. My headlamp is dying. Hey, buddy. Good boy. All right, we're gonna go. Well, it was a pretty chilly night. It's before 7 in the morning right now. This is the last of the wood. I've been trying to conserve it for the past couple hours, but yeah, not enough pine boughs, not enough spruce boughs down. But anyways, we made it, and we got some twigs left to throw on and build this up, so that's what I'm going to do now. Sun coming up. Alright, it's probably time to get up. I'm warmer by the fire than I am in the blanket anyways, so it seems like it's going to be a stormy day. The wind's already kicked up much more than it was yesterday, so who knows, but we'll get squared away here, and maybe I'll make a tea. Still got that water bottle that was in Wolf's backpack. Wolf one climbed up on this ridge over here, and he's huffing and puffing over there. See the red? That's Wolfie. He's like, oof, oof. So, smells something or hears something. Boy, good boy. Tea going. Got my protein bar in my pocket trying to warm it up because it's an ice block right now. Not for you. Not for you, mister. Not for you. Alright, I'm going to start tearing down camp. You want to go, buddy? Are you all done? Look, he's in the little crack there that has no snow. Oh, good boy. Okay. That can cool down now. So this shelter is pretty easily done, actually. Just leaned these guys up on here, and that was basically it. Oh, no. It's nice to have a fire going while you're breaking down camp in the wintertime, just to stop and regain feeling in your hands, you know? It's little things in life. Well, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed getting out, shooting it, spending time with the dog. I didn't enjoy the cold last night very much, but that's on me, and that's fine. You can try and do something in these parameters. not everything goes perfect all the time. But anyways, had a good time regardless, and survived the night, and the dog learned something, some more bonding time with him. So that's all a plus in my book. The axe breaking could have been worse, so that's duly noted. And that's in the bottom of my pack now. I don't have it on the side, obviously, because I burned the handle last night. Ugh. I do have a bigger, thicker wool blanket, but it's like, at what point do you just bring a sleeping bag? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense to carry something so big and bulky. The wool blanket's already, this one's already heavier and bigger than a decent sized sleeping bag. So it's just for the nostalgic feel of it, really. Just for the video, to be honest with you. But that's okay. I like doing that kind of stuff every now and then. Next time I go out, the temperature's supposed to drop quite a bit. So I feel like I'll probably do like a hot tent camp with the dog. That should be pretty good. He'd like that, I think. How are we doing here? There we go. But anyways, like I said, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed it. And you'll see me again soon. There will not be a big hiatus again. I'll be putting out videos regularly. If you're still with me, thanks for sticking with me. You guys are the real ones. Have a good day. You alright? Come on.